Now, today's Delhi Times has a very poignant piece on Bollywood no longer being non-political as it used to be. It says non-political Bollywood, the end. And this is in the context of Intolerance, Award Waapsi, FTII and censorship. And it gives a perspective on both sides. These are the guys who are the staunch Modi loyalists and stand by all the intolerance which is clearly visible in the country, and these are the people who are on the other side where they are anti-intolerance and they would like to see a peaceful India where people from all backgrounds, all religions, they coexist peacefully. Now these people apparently are blind to all the intolerance which is clearly there, starting from the murder of a clerk over beef to many other instances where the Shiv Sena has shown intolerance towards Pakistani artists who have nothing to do with terrorism. If terrorism is the primary aspect where India is against Pakistan, then it has to be dealt with the perpetrators who are initiating acts of terror. Be it Hafiz Saeed, be it Lashkar-e-Toiba, be it the ISI, you go against them. Going against Pakistani artists and singers, cricketers, doesn't make any sense at all. Now this guy Paresh Rawal, and unfortunately these are people who often have something to do with the BJP directly or indirectly. Anupam Kher, he's sort of leading the front. His wife is part of the BJP. Paresh Rawal himself is part of the BJP. Now these are all instances. Now this Pelaj Nihalani has shown his stupidity by censoring kissing scenes in Spectre, which make no sense at all. A lot of our Bollywood films have far more nudity, direct and obvious nudity than what Spectre had, and so on. These silly statements being made by all these people, whereas here we see more rationality. Like for example, what Vishal Dadlani has to say makes a lot of sense. This is our country, it belongs to all Indians, not to rabid lunatics from any party or religion. Thanks to Aamir Sir for speaking against intolerance. Absolutely. Similarly, Mahesh Bhatt says that minorities in India are constant fear under the current regime. If people have issues and are afraid to live in India, the government should address it. Absolutely. And you can see that, Vishal Dadlani is a Hindu, Dibakar Banerjee is a Hindu, so you can't say that, only the Muslims or the minorities are having a sense of fear. It's not true. It's very obvious. These people here are somehow blind to all that is happening, and obviously these are the people who are more perhaps more intellectual, and you've had this whole Award Waapsi where people are going to protest in more logical, sensible, non-violent ways. And I think the best way to actually gauge intolerance in India currently is to look at all kinds of Facebook posts, say news pieces on this topic, and then look at the comments below. You'll find that invariably the most hate-filled, absolutely psychophant comments have the most likes. So it's just scary. It's just scary that what India has really come down to. In that regard, this piece has been written very well. This is written by Anshul Chaturvedi, and this will probably be there in other, like this is Delhi Times, but you'll definitely see this piece in other, say Mumbai Times or the other editions as well, and you'll also get to see it online. So I would recommend reading this, and gives a good perspective on both sides, the both camps, their individual verdicts, and in summation, something which I would really point out is either side. If it says that Modi is responsible, that would not be true. While you have this Pelaj Nihalani, Modi ji is the greatest ambassador of the country. In many ways, I do agree with him. What probably Narendra Modi needs to do is his psychophants, his band of goons, he needs to address them more directly. As of now, what we've seen is he's spoken about unity and India being together and India not being divided on all that, but he's not directly addressing the psychophants. For example, if you had Shiv Sena throwing ink on during that book launch on throwing ink on Kulkarni. Then you also had other instances where a beef party by an MLA from Kashmir, his face was blackened with ink. So such people need to be addressed directly, and all such, there are many such. You had that Sadhvi telling Shah Rukh Khan that he should go to Pakistan, and many such instances. He needs to address such people directly in their faces, because if he doesn't do that, they don't get the obvious message or the direct message that he's not on their side. He wants a united India, and whatever happened in Gujarat, he was not directly responsible for it. Now, irrespective of his real feelings and sentiments, he needs to portray a sense of unity among Indian Hindus and Muslims, and also work towards peace between India and Pakistan. That is definitely very required. So, hope that some sense comes in over time, and this whole debate around intolerance and all that has been happening around, like you can see what Aamir Khan had to say, this comes to an end. We need a peaceful and a poignant India where everybody coexists together without any qualms.